Hey, this is Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter in Rapid City, South Dakota, and we're going to tie a tungsten skinny Nelson of the Bighorn fame. You can tie this without a tungsten bead, just be a regular skinny Nelson. Works either way. You can also find this called a quill nymph sometimes, but we're tying the tungsten skinny Nelson, and I believe the originator was Tracy Peterson. What I've got, and I kind of guess all tyers have their own different, slightly different ways of tying flies. So if this isn't, exactly true to the original, please forgive me. But it's darn close, and it's a version that works well for us here, but also still works on the Bighorn. So we've got a hook here in the vise. I'm using a slightly different hook than just a standard nymph hook. I'm using some of the new Tiemco barbless competition nymph hooks. This is a C200BL, nice wide gap, and has the kind of check style barbless point on it. I've got a black nickel tungsten bead in, and I'm going to start tying my thread just behind the bead. And then we'll wrap to the back of the hook. I'll tie in some hackle fibers. These are Coq de Leon. Nice speckly hackle fibers. Tie those in so they're about the length of the hook shank. Oops. One of those doesn't want to cooperate. Now to keep this fly skinny, I don't really want to go up and back. So I'm going to tie my silver wire in right here. I'll do one of those wraps. Tie it in along the side of the hook, and then make nice tight wraps all the way up to the front of the hook, where I can trim off my excess tailing fibers. Then I can take my silver wire, rib the fly with the silver wire. Want to keep a nice slender abdomen on this fly. Tie off the wire here at the front of the hook. Trim out the excess wire. And then I'll tie in a piece of pearl mylar tinsel. The back of the hook, or right on top of the hook rather. And now I'll take a piece of peacock herl, make our thorax. Tie that in along the side of the hook. Oops. Wrap a few turns of that peacock herl. Tie it off and trim the excess. And then we'll take our mylar tinsel, pull that right over the back of the thorax. Boy, I didn't leave myself a very long piece there. Tie that down so we get a little flashback. Trim off our excess, and then do a 3-turn whip finish. Tighten that up, trim off the excess thread, and there is a tungsten skinny Nelson. Again, you can tie these without the bead for a lighter fly. Sometimes it's nice to have a little lighter version of this fly if you want to use it as a dropper behind a dry fly so it sits right in the film, or if you've got to already have a nice heavy nymph on your rig, you want to just keep it light. Add a little bit of head cement onto that. But this has been an extremely effective fly for us, not only on the Bighorn River but here in the Black Hills as well. So thanks to Tracy Peterson and his very simple but proven design. I'm Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter in Rapid City, South Dakota. Be sure to visit our website for other videos and the materials to tie the flies. Thanks for watching.